All right, let's go ahead and go to the next one here. Is this back and forth that we had here? Oh, no. So this is a networking issue. 1/4 speed before resetting the switch. Okay, let me go ahead and drink here. All right, now okay. I've had an ongoing issue for a while now with my home network. Basically, my internet speed is always 1/4 of its max on wired. However, if I unplug my switch and reconnect, I get my full speed. Okay. However, I unplug my switch and reconnect, I get my full speed. I do not have a background in networking. However, I have set up a small SOHO network, so small office, home office, and PoE camera systems. So yeah. So what I would do for this, if your modem and router are separate, then your next step would be to bypass the router entirely and plug the modem into the PC to see if that makes a difference. Now the modem will need to be rebooted, but the IP you will pull will be public. Does this resolve your issue? The modem is built into the router, unfortunately. Started to suspect cable may be damaged and dropping signal over time. Yep, that's all that's left. That's it. So, and I'll explain. So basically, we'll go over what he was gonna say. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break it, but I didn't want to go over it because it was kind of long, but we'll have to go ahead and finish it up. So I initially made a 20 meter Cat5e cable that runs direct from my router, into an Ethernet socket I installed in my bedroom. Then from socket into a small unmanaged switch. My PC has a 1 gig mini PCIe network card which handles the connection from the switch. Here's what I tried so far. He re-terminated the RJ45 clips, and he also changed it from, wasn't unsure if it needed to be crossover cable before it entered into switch or PC. A crossover cable is basically when the cables of the actual Cat5e cable are crossed. And basically you do that when you have like devices. So like from router to router or switch to switch and stuff like that. But it's not really needed anymore, because nowadays all devices pretty much have the ability to unlink those and put them in the right location if they are in a crossover setup. Currently using wiring B on both ends, tested cables with a network tester. I know the switch is good and the issue persists even without the switch in the network. Does anyone have any more experience, have any suggestions for what this could be the cause? Apologies if this is not enough for information to diagnose. So let me explain it just to make it a little bit easier when we talk about this here. So let me move this out the way. All right, bet. So if we go, oh, sorry, pad is closed. There we go. Oops, sorry, stuff is in the way. Okay, there we go. So if we have essentially his computer, and go like that, and like that, and like that, and like that. All right, so he has basically a 20 meter cable going into a jack, which on the other side of that cable is a switch. So this is a switch that can handle multiple devices. And then that is going into a modem router. Okay, so basically we'll just say like that. And then I don't know what the signal is for router or modem. We'll just say like that. There we go. So it's going into a modem router, okay? So essentially they have their laptop wired going into it, okay? So this cable here is 20 meters. Okay, so what we said to this one here is we said to go ahead and bypass this guy and plug directly into the modem router. So essentially, I didn't know that this was a modem router. I thought that this was just a router because the way he was talking about it, he never mentioned the modem. So I thought that this was just a router and he had a modem. So I thought he had a switch, a router, and a modem. But so I was saying, hey, just go ahead and bypass and plug into the modem. But he doesn't have that. He has an all-in-one device. But essentially by bypassing, you eliminate the issue of being the actual cable itself. That's what we were actually trying to do. And we were trying to eliminate the switch as well. So we basically just killed everything that could be causing the problem and hook up somewhere else. And basically all we would have to do is just move this device over here and plug it directly into the router or modem router or router modem, whatever you want to call it. So that's what he originally said, but then he said that this is an all-in-one device. So this is a modem and a router. So because this is a modem and router, then we can't actually do this. Well, we could, but it doesn't prove too much. All it really means now is that we have a cable issue. So we just have a cable issue, and there's nothing that you can do about it. That as far as diagnosing goes, it doesn't appear like it's going to be a switch issue, because if he basically bypassed and hooked directly into the modem router and everything was fine, then he said he also tried to replace the switch before. So the only thing that's left is this 20-meter cable. So that's kind of what he's talking about. He's basically saying, hey, I already tried to bypass the switch, I already hooked directly into the modem router, and I still have the issue, so it's the cable. So that's what he was basically saying from there. Okay, so let's do this here. We terminated the RJ45 clips. Yeah. So yep, that's all that's left. So we're done on that guy. So I hope that helped him.